Greetings, fam. This is Kenny with Tarot. Say what? Listen, today I am going to be using one of the decks that I've been waiting for. I've seen a lot of reviews on this deck, and I'm excited to be able to unbox it. And this is the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot by US Game Systems Incorporated. I am excited. So let's just get into this. You've seen a lot of decks out there, a lot of reviews. I'm going to jump into this one. It says, captivating artist Fyodor Pavlov pays tribute to the seminal Smith-Waite tarot deck. Imagery by creating a hand-painted tarot deck in watercolor and ink that is informed by his personal queer and trans experiences. The result is a tarot deck that is familiar and timeless while exploring new and diverse representations of gender, sexuality, and culture. Pavlov artfully introduces queer and non-binary identities while staying true to the canonical tarot meanings. Includes 78 gilded edge cards with color themed suits and 176-page illustrated hardcover book. I like that. Diverse representations of gender, sexuality, and culture. I'm still looking for race ethnicity. But anyway, I am not nitpicking. I am excited to be able to see what's in this deck, my friends. Listen, I am just getting back from New York, and I think like most of us, I'm suffering from something in my throat, and I'm hoping that's where it stays. Then hopefully it's dry air and it's not a cold, a cough, or anything like that. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So here's the deck. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. So here's the first thing that stands out. This is a hardcover book. I'm trying to think through other decks I have from US Game Systems Incorporated and thinking like these hardcover. That's a hardcover, my friend. And it's beautiful. This is beautiful. So, wow. Okay, so I'm just reading through parts of it. And there's wow, like I'm just loving this. So here's what I'm loving. I'm just looking through the deck and artist guidebook, and I'm seeing, the artists, their influence in terms of their own personal narrative in this. I'm seeing throwbacks to, Cat Black's versions of some of the cards or illustrations, and that's just skimming through it and just picking up on keywords like I may have or I have a tendency to. Kate Black, just things like that, or Cat Black rather, things like that. Yeah, I've been looking forward to looking at this deck. I've tried not to look at too many reviews, or any other unboxings because I wanted to have my fresh take on it. But the things I've seen so far, I have been thoroughly impressed. Okay, so friends, let's get into this. Okay, so do me a favor. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and do so. Also, if you're not following me on YouTube, why wouldn't you? Go ahead and jump on YouTube and hit that subscribe button and leave comments. I want to hear from you. And again, sorry about my absence. I went to New York and I really just needed some time just to kind of recharge. And I think that, doing this type of work or any type of work, being able to recharge, reheal, refocus, recharge, do it as much as possible. I have a social work background, and now my staff, I have to tell them all the time, self-care is my priority, and it should be yours. Anyway, so let's get into these cards. Okay, so we always do, or I always try to look at the card stock, and it's a little thinner than what I prefer. Again, this means I won't be doing certain type of shuffling with them, but I still think that it works. Yeah, cool. Let me just put these back in order a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna start off and look at these cards. This is just brilliant. The illustrations are brilliant. And so you see the card, they have like the little raised edges with the stars on the back. See that? Wow. Look at that. That's the Fool, the Magician. I must can tell I'm single because every time I see a card, I'm like, oh, I could date that person. I could date that person. Okay, High Priestess. Oh, wow, the Empress. The Emperor. I'm really digging this Hierophant. Really digging it. Yes, for the lovers. Yes, I am feeling this. Yes, for the lovers. This is the diversity that we want to find in our decks. Wow. Very impressive. The Chariot. We have Strength. The Hermit. Loving this Hermit. Loving this Hermit. I think I talked about one of the decks recently where there's always this masculine looking Hermit. And in that deck we saw, you know, that there's more of a feminine representation. And I just love what we're seeing here in this different representation. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Justice. Sorry, friends. I'm actually like getting so caught up on this. Look at the Hangman. You know, there's something that's so desirous about this level of surrender that comes across in this one. Death. And here's the thing though with this one. Is this person drawn to this dark cloaked figure, or is a dark figure cloaked individual drawn to this person? It's kind of hard to tell it sometimes like that. Come through, Temperance. Loving that. Okay, Devil. I think I've had many nights like that. Liking that. The Tower. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I wish. Look at this moon. Wow. I love the way the cards feel, my friend. I just love it. Love it. Love it. The moon. We have the sun. We have Judgment. We have the World. Gosh. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know, I have felt extremely lucky and grateful these last few unboxings because I've been coming across some that have just really blown my socks off. I say that because I'm not wearing socks right now, but they have really blown my socks off. Okay, I'm seeing some other cultures, my friend. There we go. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. I love this looking out. The Four of Wands. Many of us are going home for the holidays, and you know that have already started, that are underway, and you know it's that delight where we're going there. We're going home, right? That delight, and then all of a sudden we get to that point where somebody's nagging us, and you know we're able to succumb from it, right? We're able not to withstand. We're able to withstand the petty criticisms and things like that, and we think of it as a victory, and then we find ourselves having to, you know, how do we maintain our peace through it all? Wow. And then we have to find that sign, and say, you know, is this really what we want? You know, maybe there's somewhere else we ought to be. Sometimes we try to hang on longer than we should, but we're doing it. We persevere. And then finally, we persevere until we can't anymore. And then that cycle starts to end, and we start another one. All the wands, wands, wands. I like that. That's that really helps me today, just to pay homage to that. I'm loving these features. Look at that. This is the Ace of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Look at this Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands. Okay, now the Cups. These are beautiful. So the Wands, we see more greens. Let's see, in the Cups, we have our blues. Oh, the Two of Cups. Okay, I have to say, I might be coming across another favorite deck of mine. This, you know, I come across a deck and I'll put it away and put it in my personal collection that I won't use for any public readings. And they're my own personal ones. And I have a feeling, my friends, that this will be one of those that as soon as I do the pull, we'll see how I feel with it, how I connect. But I'm already feeling such a strong connection right now. Look at that Four of Cups. I'm sorry, the Five of Cups. And then the Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. We have Nine of Cups. Let's see. Loving this, loving this. Ten of Cups. Here's our Page. Here's a Knight. Interesting, this Knight. I like that. This Knight isn't rushing in, you know? No, it's not. Queen of Cups. Come through, King of Cups. I actually just bought a pair of boots like that this weekend. Anyway, let's go. Let's see. We have our reds and the swords. Ace of Swords. It's that Two of Swords. It's Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Wow. This is interesting, look at the Six of Swords, where this individual, sometimes we have to do the work ourselves. So sometimes we have to understand that we have the tools to be able to do the work ourselves and to take that next step, right? And sometimes we are maintaining some of those things with us. Sometimes they're to the side. But yeah, some of those things that we're running from, sometimes they go forward with us, but we still have the power, if we trust, I guess, to be able to move forward like that. Here's the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Wow, look at that Ten of Swords. Then we have our Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. Look at this Queen of Swords. And this King of Swords. Loving what I'm seeing in this deck. Absolutely. And the coins. Ace of Coins. Two of Coins. Three of Coins. Four of Coins. Five of Coins. And again, this becomes some of the smaller things. Again, I don't like seeing that when we do the diversity and we have something that's showing, poverty or outside of opportunity or missing out on opportunity, and it being a melanated skin, being a darker skin compared to, we see a more powerful role. See the power dynamic in this. You have this, whiter person, fairer person that's actually helping out, and albeit in this case, there you don't see the darker skin on them, which you could, but you see that power dynamic that comes to play. Again, another. And I always talk about the strength that we usually see attributed to people of color in a lot of decks. And then also in terms of when we see this card, especially the Nine of Coins, it's always represented, I think, in a lot of decks is this woman of color, or a feminine looking person of color, and so just some things that comes to mind. Anyway, so we have the Ten of Cups, and we have like some indigenous people. Okay, Page. Look at that. I like this. When we think about accessibility, I'm loving this, loving that. The Queen of Coins, and then the King of Coins. My friends, I'm really enjoying this deck. I want to delve deeper into it. I'm liking what I see. I want to show you these gilded edges. I'm loving the colors. I'm not a big fan of the card stock, but I'm loving it. If I had to sacrifice between card stock and a hardcover book, I'm debatable. I think I'd probably go with the card stock because it'll probably get used more so than the book. I think books are always good to return to. But anyway, so my friends, I'm going to pull some cards, and this will be the deck that I'll be using today. Do a couple of posts, maybe like 3 or 4 posts, and videos or reels, and post those on YouTube as well as all the other different social media. Anyway, my friends, please. Sorry, I'm not like as gregarious and upbeat as I usually am. I feel like something may be coming on, and I'm hoping not, but I'll be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say something. Madonna's Express Yourself just came to mind for some reason. That and a dream I had last night about a 92-year-old woman who unfortunately burned herself 60 to 70% of her body wearing a robe. I think my best friend was telling me this last night, and I was thinking about it. And so, my thoughts are with that person and their family as they deal with loss. Yeah. Let's say a prayer and thoughts for anybody who's suffering out there. My heart condolences. Okay, my friends. So we're going to do a past, present, and future. Oh, things just got heavy all of a sudden. Whew. Okay. Card 1, my friends. Okay. Okay. We'll go back to the one that came up right. That's card 2. Okay, one more. Okay, we'll go with this one. It's up, and we'll go with that. Oh, my vicious friend. Okay, my friend. Okay, so these are going to be the cards that I'm going to be using today, my friends. And, well, these will be the cards I'll be using. The first card in the past position is the King of Swords. The second card in the present position is the Moon. And the third card in the future position is the Knight of Wands. Okay, my friends, check back. I'll have some cards. My mind's gone. I'll have some different posts created and posted. And just follow back. Love you.